This thing, this camera, I hate GoPro. I use them, but I dislike them. Anyway, so got a little bit of an issue here today. I'm hoping possibly maybe it's corrected itself overnight, you know. Nope. Okay, so what I've got here, I've got an issue. My 8120, even though I've got all the hydraulic pressure I need, I don't have it to my selective control valves, which means that my primary pump, oh, that thing going out. My primary pump is working, but my actual hydraulic pressure pump, something's not right. I have all the pressure I need, so the priority valve must be working just fine, but I got no pressure. I can't lift the booms on my sprayer. I can't fold the sprayer. I ended up dropping the sprayer in the field and coming home. So I came home with the sprayer left in the field. It's got a few hundred gallons left in it. And I really want to figure out what the problem is. So I went home and I did some research on this thing. Once upon a time, I changed a pump in this tractor when I first bought that Westendorf loader, and I couldn't get the signaling valve. I couldn't get the signaling valve to work. It wouldn't signal. Ow, that was dumb. Okay, so anyway, I don't know where the priority valve is on this thing, but I know there's a thing called a control valve. And that control valve is this guy right here. Okay, so I'm thinking that possibly maybe that, not the pump, but the actual control valve has shit the bed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop these hoses off. These are for the signaling valve to the loader. This is the pump that I changed out a while ago, a couple years ago. I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one I did. I'm pretty, they're expensive. They're like 900 bucks for that thing. Yeah. I would think that that priority valve would be here someplace as well. I don't know. I'm gonna have to, that I didn't look at, you know. Bunch of dirt. Now it is dirty under here, you know, so just get over it. Get over the dirt. My hat just fell off. But I need this tractor functioning at 100. Oh, Jesus, Pete. I need this tractor functioning at 100% because this tractor goes to North Carolina and runs a baler. So my thoughts and my thought process are right here. Right here, this guy. So I'm gonna pop it off of there. Shouldn't take much. I shouldn't lose all my oil. There's this fuel filter housing. I don't think there's, I'm gonna get up really good. Hold on. I got plenty of room here. And yeah, so I'm not thinking that it's gonna be anything terrible. I'm just thinking it's that guy. This guy right here. So I'm gonna pop it off of there. I'm gonna take it over on the bench. I'm gonna open it up, clean it out, open it up, and see what exactly it is or is not doing. If it isn't this, then it's something to do with this pump, which means I got to dump all the hydraulic oil out on the ground, which, you know, needs to be changed anyway before we go on down to North Carolina and do our job. But it looks like there's just Allen bolts that hold that on. I'm seeing two here. I'm not seeing a, oh yeah, there they are. They're there. So I'll just take this hose off, this hose here off. I'll get a pan, catch the oil, pull this and this off, and I'm gonna take that valve off because this is the hydraulic pump control valve. If something has jammed this up, or if a spring has broke, or if a O-ring has gone bad in there because it was working just fine and then all of a sudden it stopped working, so what the heck? I got enough pressure to lift these arms, but not fast. And I've got brakes and everything else, but that's controlled by the other pump. So let me shut up and get on. Got it out, obviously. I do need to figure out what the dealings are here What do you got? Okay, so I got a little breaker bar. I got to pull these out. I think this is how the valves come out, right here. Oh my good God! Well, no, it don't want to come out. This is not good. Only been in there for almost 9,000 hours, so. Oh my God, no, it's gonna twist them off. I'll twist that off of there, shit. Well, we got to figure that one out. So, okay then. We'll move to more drastic stuff. I'm telling you, it's this little bastard right here. It's not signaling. All right. Let's do this. Give me a. I'm gonna have to smack it. Hold your horse like that. Yeah. Exactly what I'm doing. Hopefully, I can do this without any damage to the damn thing. All right. No. Well, we gotta get the heat out. Don't want to fry it over. No, that's just putting it over there. That's like enough. Hold that on there. Don't cook those. One. Holy shit, that thing is jammed in there. That thing is Loctite. Yep. I can see red on it. Man, it's hot. Sorry, good. Use the camera's magnet. I had to use the camera's magnet. It's a little piston. Yeah, it is. Oh. This might be our guy. Okay. I'm thinking that that's what it is. You see that little piston in there, right?
Yep.
It ain't moving. What is that noise?
I think Aunt Beth got that little puppy. Oh, there it went.
Mm-mm. Oh, there it went. You're right. She got a puppy?
Yep, I think she went and got that.
Oh, I don't see anything weird here. What the hell is that? That's just a port. Sensing valves. This is not good, ladies and gentlemen. This is not good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
Yeah, I heard it.
You got a mutt. That's rust. That was not Loctited in.
That was rust.
Yep. That was rust.
Yeah, I see.
Mutt.
Yeah.
You needed a mutt?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, my words of advice, and everybody always hates it when I put in my 2 sentences. Don't expect it to be the same dog you used to have.
No, I
Most
know.
people do that.
Yeah.
Wind valve. Okay, moments of truth. Okay, so before I get into it, me and Timothy messed with that valve. There was a bit of wear on that sensing valve. I call it a sensing valve. It's actually the hydraulic pump control valve. There was a bit of wear at the end of one of the, piston that's in there. So what I did was I actually tightened it down about maybe 2 threads. 2 threads, turn or two, 1 or 2 turns deeper. And I was having a lot of noise when I would actuate the hydraulic control valve. So, oh Jesus Christmas, that's Cody. Work. Okay, back to business as usual. The hydraulic oil was a bit low. I wouldn't say terribly low. It was lower than it should have been. What did we put, 6 or 7 gallons in?
Yeah, and the rest of it in here.
Yeah, well, 6 or 7 gallons in there. Topped it off. It actually is above it's right at the second line, but the nose of this tractor is down about 4 inches from the lip there. You can see it. So when I raise that up, it's actually going to have more hydraulic oil in it than it should. The other thing we did was we changed out this filter. When I got it off of there, well, I guess I changed it last year, but it's heavy. It's got, well, I wouldn't call it super heavy, but it's fairly heavy. So I'm not going to cut it apart or anything. There's just no need to. And by adjusting that sensing valve or that control valve, we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. I'll know right away, because last night when I came in, I had absolutely nothing. There was just, I had power steering and brakes, and everything else was working just fine. But the problem was when I just had no pressure, nothing. So I moved my loader arm here, as you can see here, for my loader arm. And what you'll see, what I expected to see, was those hoses jolt around last night, and there'd be something wrong with the controller on the sprayer, but I didn't see that. So let's start her up. And I've got those lowered. Last night I had them lowered and they came up really, really, really slow. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it's about 100 times faster than it was last night. And then of course it goes all the way up. Excellent. That's a good sign. So the other thing was right here. I couldn't hear any difference in the pitch of the engine, and I'm hearing that now. So last night and prior to this thing would whine when you go down the road, like it was semi-engaged. And now let's see if we actually have pressure, because I'm hearing noises. Oh yeah, see those hoses jumping down there? Working. So we're good. What we're going to do is I'm going to have Timothy go down. You're going to help me hook it up? You can help me hook it up. It's around the back. It's along the edge of the runway. So I'll hook it up and then I'll be able to actually get some work done. Cody is out spreading right now. I'm spraying right now. I'm just trying to do this job. Timothy is going to run a tender today, and me and Cody are going to Flemington. So that's the deal. We are back in business. Now let's see if it works when we get down there. You know, sometimes you do all this work and you're like, huh. Oh yeah, I can hear the difference. Last night I had no difference whatsoever. And we are actually almost up to temperature, so it's not like, oh yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, it's working again. All right, so that's it. New filter, 7 gallons of oil. This thing has I think this has got like a 30-gallon reservoir, so it generally would beep at me. I had no lights yesterday whatsoever, so it wasn't that I was out of hydraulic oil, because it'll warn you. It'll say hydraulic pressure and it'll start yelling at you. So it could very well be that there was a bit of schmegma in the I'm using that word again now. There's a bit of crap in that valve, the sensing valve. Didn't really do anything but turn it about 2 threads tighter, and that has taken a lot of the noise away. It was a noisy tractor there when it was cold, and I'm not hearing anything now, so I'm good.